kept getting told different last minute things, but we've just gone with the flow, which is really,
Got to roll with the punches.
roll with the punches, yeah. We haven't done this kind of thing before, so we're learning all the time. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. The cinema's helped so much. They've been so accommodating. So yeah, it's been good.
My role is Emily's assistant, so I'm just here to offer a hand wherever I can. But it's been a lot of fun planning everything tonight, so yeah, just here to have a good time, and hope everyone has a great time as well, and good luck to all the entrants, I suppose. So
I think it's going to just be a fun night for the club, which the club deserves. It's a nice way to end the year.
Totally ecstatic. I'm really excited. This is the first time we've done anything like this, and it's really different, and I love the vibe, and it's fantastic. It's beautiful. I love the feel of it, the posters, the memorabilia. It's just really unbelievably the atmosphere, which suits our genre and what we're doing.
I'm happy with how that went. I actually proposed to the various movie makers, I think you should put this movie in this event, and they agreed, so I sort of shortcutted the process a bit. I contacted some judges from last year, and they're happy to do it again. I'm really pleased with the support from Sydney video makers. They provided 2 judges for us. How's that? That is so good. And Queensland School of Film and Television, where I did a course. So I'm really happy to support them because I feel they match what we're about. And I think in vice versa, it works the other way as well. So we're a good match for each other. We can help them and they can help us.
Excited. It's so good to see so many people here. We've got a full house, like they haven't been drinking, but it's just that there's no tickets left in the theatre. So it's exciting. It's a celebration of Brisbane movie makers. A brilliant building and the perfect venue to host something like this, absolutely. I love the ceilings, the decor, the ambience of the place. It's wonderful. Yeah, look, I just spoke to Gwyneth, his wife, and she said he'd be so proud about tonight. Just like to acknowledge the Aboriginal people that were first on this land, the Turrbal and Jagera people. People who told stories of creation, of customs, of traditions. So welcome firstly distinguished guest Vicky Howard, who is the creative arts organiser and nighttime economy and councillor for Central Ward, and James Mackay, who is the councillor for Walter Taylor. Privileged to have you, the Brisbane City Council, and work in partnership with you. It's indeed an honour. Welcome, Brisbane Movie Maker members. Welcome, friends and family of Brisbane Movie Maker members and friends and family, everyone too. Welcome guests. We have some guests here that are not necessarily aligned but are here because they are interested in filmmaking, and that's fantastic. It was in August 1937 that Rex Scott, a distinguished gentleman, Reg MacDonald and James Miller decided to start a Queensland Amateur Cine Society. And fast forward to today, Brisbane Movie Makers, where we have members who have a passionate interest in movie making. Our tagline is story through the lens. And like Aboriginal people who shared stories through the songlines and their stories were passed from one tribe to another, connecting this vast land. Our stories also connect. One of the great things I think about our club is the connections we've made within the club and the connections we make in the wider community. And I'd say that the feeling of our club is akin to a real spirit of community and sometimes family, so that's wonderful. I guess, you know, movies, films, they inform, they educate, but good films and good filmmakers make us feel, make us have some emotion, whether to laugh or to cry or to be inspired. As Alfred Hitchcock, we all know him, once said, give them pleasure, the same pleasure they feel when they awaken from a nightmare. And if we look at one of my favourite films, Dead Poets Society, the protagonist, who we know as Robin Williams, says, seize the day, boys, make your lives extraordinary. We have 17 films, 17 extraordinary stories. Now, to begin the night, we all need to shout out, Tear. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Tear!
Asha.
Okay, I've got 10k followers at the moment, and I really need to film a video, and I can't do it with all this random.
Hello, Kathy. Apologies for keeping you waiting. Hi, nice to meet you.
We have obtained video footage of...
Yeah, I saw it all. It's all fake news, that footage. It's from the mainstream media.
Beautiful job there, John.
So if you want to see the movies in this half, we've got to shout out. No, we should say please. Please Tear. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Please Tear. Beautiful.
Shown with the storms as another day ends.
The river that both divides and unites the city of Brisbane.
My name's Alan Bennett, playwright, and I will be sharing my thoughts and recollections of Miss Shepherd and her van.
Many of our cities are nearby to large quantities of water.
Where are you going?
I'm going back home.
Home. This is your home.
On our Wander Out West tour, one of the highlights was the wonderful characters that I met at Winton.
Wake up and be grateful that you're breathing, that you got your mum and your dad, that you got friends that love you, you know.
Standing meters from the White House barricades as riot police climbed over and started shunting peaceful protesters aside with their shields is something one can never forget. One protester was shoved hard, stumbling backwards before slamming the back of his head on the road.
In the 1860s, Sandgate was a quiet place where the well-to-do would come to take the waters. A group of visionaries believed Sandgate would be an ideal port town. They formed the Sandgate Pier Company in 1865.
Well, I didn't realise there were going to be 17 films, so I don't know how I'm going to pick a favourite. But I really enjoy that there is some comedy and some drama and some real life stories. And as a well, I won't say a buff, but I really enjoy making short films myself. Not with story arcs, but for news content. And this is just so good. And I really want to do more of it. It inspired me. I did not know about it until you invited me along, so thank you very much for having me. Oh, I love this cinema. I remember it when it used to be at the Irish Club, and I've spent a lot of time and effort getting it to this level. And, you know, as a private cinema, now that we're not wearing masks and we don't have restrictions, let's all get out there and watch a movie. Well, the Brisbane 2032 Olympics aren't that far away, and these days Olympics are more than just sport, so the fact that we've got all of the culture and the arts developing in Brisbane, I think by the time we hit 2032 we are going to be on the world stage for a lot more than just the Olympics.
I'm here to present the Memorial Prize to my late husband John Roberts, who died it's almost 6 years ago. But he would be delighted to see the exponential growth of this club and collaboration, you know, with the movies that the club's doing together. Yeah. My husband died of cancer, and that really, I found the pathos of that quite moving, actually, not surprisingly. And I just loved the connection because I nursed my husband at home, and that friendship was just very meaningful. It brought a tear to my eye, really, I have to say. And there was a lot of fun in the burger one. Yeah. It's a lovely place. It's heritage listed. I'm a member here. I just come here to the movies, and the cabinetry is just wonderful. And all these old, you know, all the old movie stars up there, and James Dean, and but you know, your club is big. And, you know, it's just a step up from Toowong, actually, where I went many years.
The intermission. Congratulations to all the independent filmmakers in Brisbane. Next year I'm going to enter one of my 5-minute Fridays. What do you think? Good idea?
Now, it's now my great pleasure to introduce Councillor Vicky Howard to come forward and say a few words.
one, but I do want to say I'm here tonight on behalf of Lord Mayor Adrian Schrinner, and it's been a great joy to be accompanied, of course, by Councillor James Mackay, who is the local councillor for Toowong, where your club is based, and so no pressure, James, but we're expecting big support going forward. And I know, and it's been great. I've been outside, I've seen all these stars of the screen that I've seen today. But I do want to say a big thank you to Emily as well. It was fantastic. I had so much information about what was happening tonight, and it was so good to come along and to put a face to the name. And I know that Kirsty from my office, you know, I was supposed to be on television, and then they cut me. So I don't know. You know, that's the way of the news media. But it has been such fun tonight, and of course, I'm the local councillor for this area, and so this beautiful cinema is part of my domain, as well as the one at New Farm, and of course the Souris family also has the one at Paddington. They're the most amazing family, and I love them to pieces because they take old theatres and they keep them as old theatres, but they make them into something as beautiful as this, that we can all come along and enjoy the movie so much. It is just fantastic to think that you are all contributing to the fun and the joy that we've had tonight, and I really want to thank each and every one of you. I have had a great time. I know that James has as well, because he keeps whispering at me, and then he wanted to sort of go out and vote, and I look at so,
now I'm
you know,
filming you.
and now he's filming me, and so yeah. But James is a great friend of mine, and I'm just so thrilled that he is the councillor for Walter Taylor. He's a great supporter of his local community, so I know, Peter, that he will continue to support you. I will continue to support you in my role as Civic Cabinet Chair for Community Arts and Nighttime Economy. The Lord Mayor asked me to take on Nighttime Economy in March 2020, and as you all know, there was sort of something called a pandemic that was happening then. And I said, Adrian, I don't think that the Nighttime Economy is doing very well at the moment. He said, no, Vicky, that is why I'm asking you to do it. So, you know, it's been really, really tough. It's been tough for cinemas, it's been tough for venues, and I feel that we're now coming out of that, and I really appreciate the support that you give to this cinema, but to all cinemas across Brisbane, and also to our small businesses and our local venues. So look, thank you once again for allowing me to be part of tonight. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to hearing who the winners are, and so I will hand back over to Peter. Thank you.
Thanks, Vicky. Now, can I ask Vicky to come forward now? Right, so Vicky's going to present the winner of the club competition and also the audience award winner. So, Stephen, would you like to come here and announce them and get Vicky to present this?
Thank you. Oh, do I do the announcing?
Yeah,
No, you need to do that.
No,
oh, I do it. Yeah, this is like, can you remember when somebody was given the wrong one? It's all too beautiful to open. Do we have to open it?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay, all right. Oh,
drum roll.
So, drum roll, and the winner for the club film is... Okay, oh, this is exciting. Just have to be able to read it. Lies and Love by Peter Allen. Come on down wherever Peter is. Where's Peter? There you are.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yes, you don't get away with that. You've got to come down here. This is amazing. I'm going to give you this too, just so that you can see how beautiful it was. I think he's supposed to give a speech as well. Congratulations.
First off, all I can say really, I only wrote the script. And the fantastic crew I had that made it all, and the actors were fantastic too. And you know, everyone, each and every one of you, fantastic all the way, and I really love working with you, each and every one of you. The act especially, brought everything to life. And when you write something and see it come to become something, it's really, you can't describe it. It's that unexplainable, you know. And I really cherish this. And to me, the actors and the crew are the ones that really should be getting this, I reckon.
All right, look, I'm getting good at this now. This is my second one. So this is the audience award, the audience choice. Oh, you sealed it up so quickly. Oh, I'm going to just tear this one away. Okay. And the winner is Lies and Love.
What was it?
This one was the audience. The audience.
Audience. Thank you very much, everybody. Yes, I would like all the crew, please, and the actors, please come up here.
All got to come out here and get a photo.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Yay!
So yeah, should we do the 5 to QSMT?
So, okay, this is a Queensland Film and Television School workshop. First one is
Red F04. Oh, name's on the back, and the name is Glenn.
Wasn't he the guy selling them?
And another workshop goes to
Nigel.
Yay! These are all great filmmakers. And our third workshop goes to
Nigel. You're only getting one there, right?
Is there only one Nigel in the room?
Well, that's what it is.
And
stick around, Nigel.
the next one, number 4, is
Nigel.
Not Nigel. Ruth.
Well done, Ruth. And now this last one to go. We've got 2 more to go.
No,
just one.
Just one.
Okay, the last one is
Stuart.
Well done, Stuart. Now this is a BMM membership for the year for 2021. No, actually it's 2022. And it goes to...
I think this may be unnecessary, but it's Steve and Emily.
Should we put it back in?
No, that's fair. And the last one is a double pass out. Double pass to the cinema here.
See that last one, that's how you get people to volunteer for the position. Oh, it's Peter. I don't know how many Peters there are, but
Peter Allen.
I'll check the ticket. There we go. The ticket is green A02.
I think that's
There you go. It's this Peter. Hooray!
Now, James, just say a couple of words while you're up there, because you're important.
You are important, James.
I get a lot of criticism from my colleagues about always having a video camera in their face and filming my own little videos. Because I do enjoy making my own video. They're not quite at your standard, so I'm going to keep practicing, because I sat and watched all 17 of these movies and I was thinking, oh
man, I wish I could do that. So congratulations to everyone for putting together such a great, diverse range of films, because this is the fabric of our society is arts and culture. So you guys are driving that, and if there's anything I can do to help you in Toowong and moving forward for the years to come, just let me know. I'm sure we'll stay in touch. But I am hoping to rope you all in, because we're going to host our first ever short film festival for high school students in Indooroopilly in February. So if I can get you guys involved, I've never done this before, and that was amazing. So I'd love to get you involved, and maybe that'll generate some younger members for your wonderful club as well. So thank you very much for having Vicky and I tonight. It's been really, really
Thank you so much, James. That's fantastic. Now, I'll just share a story with you. It was in 1951, which was a very important year, wasn't it, Trish? 1951, and Queensland movie makers decided to show their end-of-year awards in the Brisbane Town Hall, filled it out with 4,000 people. There is pictures available on that, of that, so that's part of our history, and tonight is a significant part of our history too, and I think we'll aim to spend more time at the theatre watching our films. That could be our aim. Next, we're going to think the last award of the night is probably the most significant one. It's the John Roberts Trophy, and to present that is the beautiful Gwyneth Roberts.
Thank you for that great build-up. It feels a bit like the Oscars, actually.
It was, I know.
Yeah.
I was worried about the name.
No, I'm just delighted to be here and to speak about John just a little bit. It's almost 6 years since John died. He died of pancreatic cancer, so I found the pathos of the movie, very moving, really. And I loved that friendship. I just thought it was so beautiful. But anyhow, that's just something that happened tonight. John was a busy medical specialist, but he had so many interests, and one of them was movie making. We had a marriage of 53 years, and one of the things that attracted me about John was his photography. So then we went through slides and 8mm movies and Super 8, and then morphed into videos and now BMN. He would be delighted to see the exponential growth of looking back from 6 years. We nursed John at home, and I just wanted to give this little bit of anecdote. He had 12 months of chemotherapy, and of course there's nothing to offer really at the end. But when I bring him home from chemotherapy, which he tolerated very well, it had a bit of cortisone, he was really hyped up. So he'd go into his office and be there till midnight, actually, working on a movie that he'd made of the Tower Bridge in London, and he put a huge effort into this. He went down into the engine room, he got BBC old footage. Anyhow, that was December. John died in the following April, actually. But when the awards came up, John won first prize.
Wow.
So that's just a lovely, lovely memory. There's something else I wanted to say too. His legacy is actually on a public website. I'm an academic, a researcher, and I've been involved in the historical research of the Anglican women's history in the Brisbane diocese, which is from 1859 to the present. Now, John and I did a lot of interviews with the original activists in the movement for the ordination of women. These were the ones, including me, who were able to get women priests, which we now have. So I'll give you the website. It's very easy to access, stjohnscathedral.com.au, and I'll make sure you get that, Peter. That's a legacy of John's video making. He's the producer on the video. And the winner is Pier and Penny Arcade by Catherine Goss. And it was also, I have no idea the criteria of the judges. I'm just someone who appreciates it. But I thought the technique was so clever.
Oh, thank you.
And great history. Yeah. So
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. It's fantastic. Thank you. Look, I think we are at the grassroots of filmmaking, and I think we need to tell Australian stories, we need to tell Queensland stories, we need to tell Brisbane stories, and I think it's really important. So what we're doing here tonight, woo, right? What we're doing here is showing our stories and our voices, and I think that's vital, and so thank you.
Thank you very much, Gwyneth, and congratulations to Catherine on sensational filmmaking. I'm inspired to start making movies after watching tonight, and continue making movies, and I hope we all are. So today is the beginning of our new filmmaking journey. May our films be brighter, better, and long may we have that passion for the amazing art that is filmmaking. So take care, travel safely, travel happily. I'd like to finish with these profound words. What do you call a filmmaker who goes camping in a pandemic? Yes, as you know, I love filmmaking, I love camping. No, you call him Tintin Quarantino. On that sad note, happy travelling everybody.
Fantastic idea that we've done this for the club. I've been in Queensland Movie Makers, and I don't even think we contemplated having such an event like this. It's been a fantastic event, and I think hoping that with the sponsorship of the Brisbane City Council and what's happening next February, I'm hoping that we can attract much younger members to our club. It's been a great event. It's been well organised. Very professional run, if you have to admit. The quality in terms of the presentation look fantastic, and I think they look fantastic on the screen. I have to say that when I was part of Crews and Moviemakers, the quality of the films that we did sometimes a bit amateurish, but compared to what I saw tonight, this stuff tonight was fantastic. The acting, the production quality, it certainly has uplifted. I think that we've got great leadership in the club. We have a very modern committee, very progressive committee. I have to admit. I can't wait to see what's in store for us for the next couple of years, or even next year, with the 11 Tomorrows. There's a bit of a plug there for you, but it is something. I think it's something that the club needs to evolve into. It's the next step.
People that just got to actually finally see their stuff on a big screen for the first time, so
it's great to see such a variety as well. Like, I had no idea that the club had so many different interests in the way that they film, and it was awesome to see. I really liked that the Brisbane councillors came to represent the evening. I feel like that was amazing because they sponsored the event, so having them here to witness what they're putting money into was really great opportunity.
I'm really pleased with the range of films that were on offer. I thought it was a really entertaining, diverse range, and I'm really proud of the club, of the quality of product that they're putting out. Over the past 3 or so years that I've been with the club, I've definitely seen an increase in the quality of productions. And yeah, as for the evening, it's been a really wonderful evening. Fabulous to see some actors come back and share in our movies in a cinema experience. I wouldn't have even thought of hosting this at a cinema, but it was posted and we thought, well, why not? It makes sense, it's what we do, we make movies, so yeah, I'm really glad we did it. Yeah, it felt really nice, particularly the one that's probably closest to my heart, which is The Garden. It was really nice to have like an emotive storyline and so well acted, and I just felt the film really did the story justice, and having people, I know there was probably a few tears shed over that one, but that was nice that it had that effect, touched people.
Very flattering, very flattering. It was lovely. A lot of hard work goes into movies, as you can imagine, but but it takes a team, so Love and Lies, it was a team of us that made the movie, and, I was really pleased. I'm really pleased that everyone that was involved in the movie, the actors and the cast and the crew, all really enjoyed it, so that was like a thumbs up. So, and the other one was Voices, Sandgate Voices from the Past, and that was a year-long project, a 20-minute movie I just gave you a short segment, and it was a lot of hard work, but I'm glad that people appreciated it, yeah. I've got so many things up my sleeve, and I'm actually trying to sit back and say, what is my real passion? So I want to make my next project a true passion project, so I'm just waiting to see what happens. The evening was really nice. It's a great venue. The guys that organised it did a fabulous job, and we all dressed up and we all had a bit of fun, and yeah, it was a good fun night. It did feel a bit like a red carpet event.